Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Monkey Brains podcast. I'm Amber.
I'm Thea.
I'm that guy you know already.
What if this is someone's
I'm
first
that
episode?
girl you know already.
I don't even know who I am, but I think my name is Soul. It says so on the profile and the script.
Script?
Script.
The script? Are you relying on code?
Yeah, I wrote it myself.
I'm
podcast
behind
script.
like a teleprompter.
Makes sense. You need some way to remember your lines.
Yup.
Wow. Thanks for the intro, guys. Welcome back to the Monkey Brains podcast.
You said that part already.
Yeah, I
I already
know.
said that.
This is my line of code. I put it in the chat.
That is-
And we've already got our first image.
Is that a fair line of code?
No. Not even close.
Let me see it.
Do you think I will make it in the coding industry?
No, I don't think so.
I think you will be kicked out.
Do they do that? Do they do that at the code convention?
The code convention.
Yeah, where all the
If remembered lines, then enter. You're like one step close. You've just got like 1,000 more steps to go.
Oh, cool. Okay, now like true coder fashion, let me copy paste this and then put it again.
Yo, okay, now you're doing it. Now you got.
That's what I think
how it
coding
works.
is.
You know how many?
If-
You know how? You
if
know how?
then-
You know how it's like how artists have their hands glued onto the undo. I have my hands glued onto Control C, Control V.
That's real.
I like how you're formatting it like when monkey brain as if it's a variable, and then podcast as if it's an HTML tag.
Yeah, you gotta click on the link to go to our page and then you watch our podcast episodes.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
a coder. I'm a musician.
Yeah.
But I can
tell.
learn. I can learn.
You can
Yeah, yeah.
This is my music code.
Your
Fuck, where is
music
it?
code.
Music
This
code.
is.
Me programming my music. That is.
There we go.
That note does not show up very well on the dark background of Discord.
Hold on. How about now?
Yo, I love when I program that music. Yeah, that is exactly how music works.
I'll be honest, I only know coding from scratch. That's the only
Yeah,
way
me
of
too.
coding I know. I just know
Me
a
three.
little bright yellow box that just hooks up with the blue box, and it makes
Yes.
an
used
if
to-
then sentence.
I used to use Scratch. I actually have a Scratch book somewhere in this house.
Nice.
Scratch book?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, a guide.
It's just a book where it would be a. It wasn't even a guide. It was just like, hey, here's a funny storyline, and then a bunch of small mini games you can make while following the.
Yeah,
story.
yeah, those.
Yeah,
Oh,
I used to
know
have that book.
yeah. I think we have. I think mine. I think the one that
Well,
we have is sitting in somewhere in my sister's bookshelf.
I didn't have it. I checked it out from the library at one point.
I thought it was the most fun thing ever to
Yes.
go to the Scratch images and then just put a bunch of them on the thing, and not do anything with them at all.
Yeah,
For sure.
Look at this JPEG of a kid and a random soccer ball. Oh, this is so fun.
I love when
Look at this JPEG
you
that I
would
just
see
found.
like people just like making really shitty looking fan games of stuff on Scratch.
Oh, there's some insane things that people
Oh,
can make in
you can
Scratch.
any creative software, no matter how simple, people will find ways to push the absolute limits of what you can do in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
played some good Scratch games.
Like, yeah, but I think it's
So many.
I think like you either have the two facets of Scratch games. You have the how the fuck did you make this in Scratch, and 5-year-old made this because they saw a playthrough of a cool game on YouTube and decided to go on Scratch. And both of them are awesome.
Mhm.
It's
And then there are the games that aren't really games. They're more of like tech demos.
I remember when looking at like Scratch stuff, and some people would just like essentially use Scratch as just like an animation program and just make
Yep,
it, and
that's
just,
what
like,
I'm talking about.
yeah, and just like make it so that it would just be a endless amount of delays to make it do what it wanted to. The creative mind knows no bounds. Not even in something like Scratch. But
I made a
mean,
simple alien shooter game in Scratch like a long time ago.
like Space Invaders type stuff.
No, maybe it was like you go from left to right as opposed to the player being at the bottom. The player's on the left-hand side, and then aliens or whatever I coded these alien spaceships to be is they would pop up randomly on the right-hand side, and then you just use the arrow keys, or I think it was just WS and the arrow keys to move up and down, and then the space bar to shoot, I think.
Hmm.
And
So
it was
the same
pretty
thing,
simple,
just
but
horizontal.
just basically,
A shmup, as they call
That's a funny word.
them. A shmup. Shoot 'em up.
Shmup.
People be funny.
There were lots of shmups.
Yeah, I've shmup is just like a shmup is your like intro genre, and then past that is like bullet hell.
Mhm.
That's that you go from shmups to Toho.
Hmm.
That's your upgrade. That's your evolution. But yeah, I think Scratch is fun. I remember like because like whenever we had a really old version of Scratch, and it was like it was very limited. It's the version that kind of came with that book we bought, and then eventually I don't remember when or why, but we got like a later version of Scratch, and I remember not liking it as much because I was used to the old one. And the new one was a lot more developed. Like it didn't have, I don't think it had like a limited resolution or anything, so everything wasn't so pixelated. So they like had all the new like placeholder default sprites, and I was like, man, this sucks. I want old Scratch. So I just used.
I miss the old Scratch.
Yeah.
Woke
And-
Scratch.
Me using all the things. I'm the person that sits here and codes all day in Notepad++ when everyone else probably uses Visual Studio Code. So, you
Cool.
know,
I don't know what
my
those
own
mean.
path.
What that means.
It's just,
But you did help me with that puzzle yesterday, so
yeah, I did. We were
That was-
playing Fia was playing a new Rusty Lake game that they put
Love
out
those
for the
games.
10th anniversary, and there was like a short puzzle where it was like coding related, and I had to help her with it slightly.
Oh, what were you gonna say? I just kept pressing random things and hoping it worked, because that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Kind of kept. It was like, maybe this will work. It didn't,
And then I had to step in.
and then you had to step in,
The experience.
and you did fix it.
Yeah. I got it right. Like the smart person I am.
Yippee!
But yeah, I just use
That was fun.
I guess I can segue this into I've been working more on my fighting game website and making all the cool custom character selects
Cool beans.
to
Yeah.
recreate all the character selects from different games in a one-to-one fashion because I'm absolutely insane.
Mhm.
And
We know.
I get to detail some of the fun, cool things that I have found and the ventures I've done while doing this. Such things like there's a really funny curve in recreating these character selects where you have really old fighting games that are really easy to recreate character selects, and then you have like the middle of the road, like somewhat modern fighting games that have really complicated and really annoying character selects to recreate, and then you have modern fighting games that are slightly difficult but not really that hard to recreate. Like this is a series that goes through that exact process is Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear. I was just about to say Guilty Gear.
Yeah, the first game, Missing Link, and to an extent the second game, XX. Well,
Technically the second game is X, but
yeah,
nobody
cares.
cares.
The second in the like list of games that people play competitively. I say that.
Oh wait, are you talking about Accent Core then?
Yeah, I'm talking about. It's part of the XX series.
Well,
it's just like the latest version of XX.
I prefer to call it X Accent Core plus R because I think it's really funny.
Yeah, that's the full name.
Call it by its full name every time.
It was because it was Guilty Gear XX, then Guilty Gear XX Accent Core, then Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus, then Guilty Gear XX Accent Core plus R. And if that's not a mouthful, I don't know what it is. But it's really funny because in Missing Link, which is just the name for the first ever Guilty Gear game, which was just called Guilty Gear, it's all the character select is just a bunch of squares with the character icons. In Plus R, it's the character select screen is more complicated shapes, but it's still pixel art, so it's easy to cut out. In Exard, it is my worst nightmare.
Yes, we all know about the Exard.
I have all the aspects, but I haven't even finished it because I have to cut everything out and like put it all, stitch it all together, and I have I've managed to cut it out, which is this. Now I just have to make it so that all of those individual icons are interactable. And
sounds like a fun time. I'm glad I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you should be. And oh, by the way, cutting this out is an interesting hassle. Partially because the bottom of the character select is cut off by a little map thing. And also occasionally on the character select screen, sparks fly up from the bottom, which means that there can be inconsistencies if you take separate screenshots like I do. So you have to get rid of all those sparks that fly up, and various other things, and not to mention you can see just how ridiculous of a shape that is. It is a real hassle. And then in Guilty Gear Strive, they go back to a bunch of squares with rounded corners. So, such is the nature of character selects. They had like a point in time where they were easy, then a point in time where they were really complicated, and then now we're back into the part where they're really easy. Obviously, there are games that kind of stuck with it being easy, but with their own artistic flares. So, but recreating
this
those
character
has been...
select. I was just gonna say I'm looking at this character select, and now all of a sudden I really want to go back and play Mugen.
Mugen.
Is
So you were about to say that you played Guilty Gear. I was going to be like, wow,
Well, she
cool.
has with me.
well,
Wow,
yeah, that was a
cool.
long time ago, though.
I haven't been able to rope anyone here besides Fia into a fighting game session.
Why not?
In a good while. Well,
Guys.
partially because I haven't really asked, but
Well then,
most of the time I've
Ask.
done.
I was gonna say that's partially your fault.
Yeah. I mean, mostly nowadays I've just been playing fighting games with Adam, because he's the only other guy that's into fighting games. Really, I'm not ignoring you, Fia. Don't worry.
oh no, I think that's a fair assessment. I'm into Guilty Gear.
Yeah. Well, you did buy
Basically.
You did buy Versus Rising recently, so and by
You
that, I
bought
mean,
that
I
for
bought-
me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I said, my defense, you made that financial decision. I do
Yeah.
want to pick it up, but like, also right now I've picked up 100 Line again, and so that's what I've been doing.
Fair enough.
Like,
Uh.
wow, I love this game that I hate. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I've been
I don't hate this game.
I've been in the fight. I actually recently bought King of Fighters 13 and 15. To
I
add
know
that to
those.
my ever expanding collection.
Soon you'll have every single fighting game
Yeah.
ever.
If I
Ever.
was the kind of person to get into arguments on Twitter with FGC nerds, and someone says, "Bet you don't even play fighting games," I would. It would be so awesome to just take a screenshot of my list of fighting games that
You
I
should
own.
start getting into arguments just so you could do that.
That would be funny, but I would prefer not.
I can get into arguments on your behalf. You just have to send me a screenshot of your Steam library.
You're just passing off my library as your own.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I think the fighting games section of my Steam library has 39 games currently. So I've got a good amount. Let's say.
You should get that one. You should get that one really obscure fighting game from the fuck. I forget the title of the anime. The guy that does the "You're Already Dead" meme.
I don't.
JoJo? Bizarre Adventures?
No.
No.
I don't know what meme you're talking about, and I have no. What's the name of the series?
What? The fucking Omae mo shinderu.
I'm pretty sure that's JoJo, is it not?
No, it's
It's
not.
not.
It's from a
Okay,
much
I'm
older
sorry.
anime.
I know
Sorry-
what.
I'm sorry, I don't know
meme-
anything.
I know
about
what meme
anime.
I know what meme you're talking about, but the only memory I really have of that meme is the audio, because it just gets put over everything. I don't really have too much knowledge. If you're talking, the only one I could possibly think you're talking about is the one based on Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that one. Oh, I
Yeah.
know Fist of the North Star. I have seen it.
Yeah, I know that game. Funnily enough, it was made by Arxis.
Mhm.
But
That's actually how I know it, too.
I don't think that's it was never released on Steam, which is the problem, because if an old fighting game isn't released on Steam, then you have to get like one of those like old like arcade emulators or something like that. And I fucking hate arcade emulators because they're always the most like complicated, clunky things you've ever tried to figure out. And I've never
Be the
tried.
change you want to see in the world, Amber.
I could try to figure it
Did
out, but
I-
I just don't feel like it.
Did I ever tell you guys that I found a handheld console from my childhood and then I emulated it on my computer?
I think I
No.
remember that vaguely.
I haven't.
So this was a while ago. I had this I just had handheld console as a kid called it was a knockoff thing. It was called like what was it, the Max Lite or something like that. and it was supposed to be one of those like
Mhm.
201 games.
Oh, I know those. They suck. The bad
Like
ones.
Mario 7.
Like Mario 7.
Granddad. No. Fucking one of the games on there that I remember as a well, there's a couple of games that I remember as a kid, but one of them was like it was just a game about lawn mowing, which is really stupid.
I feel like
And
there's probably a lawn mowing simulator on Steam.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Lawn
The lawn
What the-
mower
mow-
thing in
lawn
Delta.
mowing simulator. It's only $6. Oh, sorry, it's 70. It's 70% off right now. It's normally 20.
Oh, shit.
Experience the beauty and detail of mowing the great British countryside. British.
Do British people
Oh,
even have lawns to mow?
Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people.
This has two DLC: Dino Safari and Ancient Britain.
Why would somebody want to go to ancient Britain? That just sounds like Britain, but worse.
Anyway, this emulator was a bitch to control because the layout wasn't really like the layout of this entire emulator isn't exactly user friendly, which is ironic considering it's a fucking emulator. But it is just it's dog ass. Like I couldn't set the controls properly, and then I had to figure out how to get the video feed working right without it tearing. And I'm like, how does that even happen? Like these are such old games that like you should not be having visual bugs like this. You should not be having screen tearing like this. Anyway, it was really like I got to relive a part of my childhood, which was cool. But God, that emulator sucked balls.
Don't worry, I bet it hates you too.
It does hate me. I hate it. It's
Okay.
The emulator in question is called MAME. MAME. By
Oh,
the
I've
way.
heard of that. Yeah, that's the one I tried to use before I gave up.
And yeah,
Wow,
it was
infamous.
It fucking sucked. I fucking hate that emulator.
I remember I think that, like like I've heard a lot. I've tried MAME, but it was just too like there was so many. It was so complex to just set up to play anything that I just kind of stopped. I've also tried Fightcade, and that one's also annoying.
Oh, fucking Fightcade. Oh, God. My blood. I'm sorry. You mentioned the name and my blood just started boiling. I tried Fightcade. That shit sucked.
Yeah, I've heard that, like, I forget what it's called, but I know there's like an arcade emulator on Steam that also emulates a bunch of other stuff, but I mainly just care about the arcade part.
I thought you were about to say an arcade emulator on Steam that also sucks.
Well, okay. So I've never actually tried to use it, but I did.
Oh, no.
So there was at one point where I apparently Adam and another person that probably none of you know named SKG.
Nope.
Oh, I know that
SKG.
person.
I know SKG.
Oh, okay.
I've heard of him.
I didn't know how much mutual knowledge there was, but
I know
so-
nobody.
So
They're in the Progress of Progress
yeah,
server.
they were actually the winner of me and Adam's first tournament that we ran.
Remember
that. But yeah, so he and Adam were playing on this Steam emulator, this arcade emulator, and they were playing an old game called Asuka 120%, and they invited me to join. And while I was not the one using the emulator, we almost immediately ran into controller issues when I tried to hop on, where it was like detecting controllers weird, and like you couldn't rebind buttons or something to that extent, and it was really clunky. Like we managed to get in the game and play it at least, but like, God, can someone just make an arcade emulator that actually is somewhat user friendly and doesn't have a bajillion things that are wrong with it. Like, arcade has been around for forever at this point. Like, you'd think someone would have been able to figure that out with all the advancements in technology that we have, but no, they all suck. And I will forever be
No,
avoiding
they
them,
just
and
suck.
I'll be forever avoiding them and just playing like Steam ports of them if they get them, and if they don't, oh well. Like, the only
It
way
just
I'm
wasn't
playing
meant to be.
the only way I'm playing any of those old ass fighting games is like from Capcom, because they have the Capcom fighting game collection on Steam, and it has like a bunch of the old ones like Darkstalkers and shit like that, and you know, old Street Fighter and old Marvel vs. Capcom and those kinds of stuff. That's the only way I'm playing them, because God, figuring out arcade emulators is a fucking mess. And it's like, so, and even like, again, I remember trying to get one, and just like I spent like some amount of time trying to figure it out, and was eventually just like, okay, yeah, no, this is not worth the trouble. I'm just gonna stick to what I have. So I just play all the games on Steam. That's my solution, and I will live by that, and will refuse to use arcade emulators forever.
I'm glad you have something you're passionate about hating.
I have a lot of things I'm passionate about hating. I just don't talk about them.
I am too.
I don't talk about them because I'm that passionate about hating them. Why would I talk about them if I hate them?
Fun.
Fun. It's fun to hate.
I love being a hater so much.
Guys, just hit the subscribe button if you hate your neighbor.
Hit the subscribe button if you're a hater.
Yo, show us how much you hate.
If you want to...
If you hate us, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, I'm actually... Because I was on the top 5 of fighting games. What's your guys' opinion from a bunch of people who don't play fighting games to play one fighting game?
Thank you for including me
Yeah.
in this epic conversation.
So, I want to say there's a sort of like purity to some people in the FGC. So I want to ask, what's your guys' opinions on arena fighters being considered fighting games?
I think
arena fighters to give a description. Arena fighters being like 3D fighters. A lot of Dragon Ball games have had those kind of things, like 3D environments you can run around in all directions.
Like Pokken, right?
That depends on the game. I wouldn't consider like like Slap City. I wouldn't consider
that's
to
not
be
an arena fighter. That's a platform fighter. I'm talking about arena fighters.
arena fighters.
Yeah,
like the one Dragon Ball fighting game,
Dragon Ball Xenoverse, or the new
because
one,
I would
Sparking
consider
Zero. Those are arena fighters, 3D areas.
Like I would
Maybe some of
consider
the
Dragon
I don't
Ball
know,
one.
maybe some of the early Dragon Ball games, but like
the one where you're like flying around. Like the one where you're flying around, like doing all that like bullshit.
there's a few of them where you can fly around, dum dum.
Remember
No,
that
I mean-
one that
I
was
mean-
like there was one character that would like have the strategy where I think he just like ran away,
What's
and they held like a tournament, and and during finals they cut away from like the game because it was so boring because nothing was happening.
I don't know. I don't know that one. I don't keep up.
I know
with
everything. That's how I know it.
Dragon Ball. That's true. I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. But I would consider that one fucking Dragon Ball fighting game. Is there multiple of them where you're like
There's a
locked
lot, yeah.
in a specific third party? I mean, in like a third person view, where you're doing like
yes,
the
there's
tapping and the
multiple.
fighting.
Yeah. There's
Yes,
a
there's
lot.
multiple
like
of them.
Dragon Ball
I-
Xenoverse, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. There's apparently an old one on the 3DS.
I would consider
Um,
those fighting games because the mechanics are basically, yeah, you can like tag one in and out. It's not strictly a 2D platform, but it is indeed a fighting game. That is what you're there to do. I mean, you're not like running around like a little bitch. Like that's not what you do. You're locked into a position and you have to fight them. It's essentially like a 2D fucking fighter, but like I'm trying to think about it. Like it's like a 2D fighter, but you're just in a different plane. But everything that functionally makes a 2D fighting game like work, it's built on in those types of games because there's a 3D plane and you're moving around, but functionally it's still two people fighting. Like it's still functionally and literally a fighting game that I would consider to be with the platforming fighting games, like side scrolling fight games. I don't know, the fucking like the OGs, like some shit, like some Street Fighter type shit, but you're just in a 3D world, but you're stuck in one position where you can't be like running around. You're just
What?
like it's stuck in this POV. I don't know how to
honest,
describe it.
Confusing.
I'll be honest. Soul, half of that was just like
I don't know what the fuck you're
words
talking
thrown
about,
together.
so
Okay,
I
think
don't know
I think
what
I mean,
you're
if-
talking about.
Okay,
What-
I think
gonna
what-
find the fucking
if I
thing.
can translate, I think
Hold
what you're
on.
saying is like, 3D arena fighters have the same like core concepts as 2D fighters, where it's just like you're placed in an area and you're going against another player, and your goal is to just do moves, hit them, deplete their health, and win. And but it's just like in 3D instead of 2D, so it's same principle, like same game overall, just with a third dimension of movement.
But it's
That's-
not really, you're not really locked into a position, are you? Like you can
Yeah, I
move.
don't know what you meant by that.
Yeah, that part was, you lost me there. I was very confused.
I don't know what I was talking about, okay? I was trying to figure it out, and it kind of fumbled.
He's like,
But
I'm trying
Amber
to figure this shit
basically
as I
summed
go
it up.
along. It's fine.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a fighting game person, but Amber basically summed it up. It's essentially a 2D fighting game. It's just in a different plane. That's it,
Okay.
for me.
No,
Yeah, I think
That's what the
I
Dragon Ball
mean,
fighting
to-
games,
to
where you're in
kind
an
of-
arena type.
Yeah, to kind of like to go on that, like I think arena fighters like it's just like a different type of fighting game. Like I think you can still call them a fighting game and not be wrong. I think
because like there's.
Hmm?
Oh no, what I was going to say was I was confused because like you have like a series like Tekken that's like a 3D fighter, and then you have 3D arena fighters. That's why I was so
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, Tekken
Because
is
like there's a
kind of-
difference between the
well,
two.
Yeah, because that's like Tekken Soul Calibur Virtua Fighter, I think. Though like
Wow,
those-
Virtua Fighter.
yeah, those kind of games are sort like they are 3D in the sense that your movement is 3D, but they're almost kind of in the middle because like in Tekken, for example, the only one I've played out of those three, in Tekken you're still kind of like you're always facing each other, you're always in a straight line to each other. Moving forward or back is not like walking in whatever direction your character is facing, because you're always facing each other. Walking forward is walking towards your opponent, walking backwards is moving away. So it's kind of, it is a 3D game, but you're still kind of in a, you're still moving in a way similar to 2D fighters.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I.
traditionally like it follows the tradition of being a locked perspective thing. The cool thing about Tekken, though, actually, I only ever played like Tekken 6. Was the cool thing about Tekken though is that if you push up or down, you do like a side strafe kind of thing,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
that makes it like
3D.
that makes the fighting a lot more. It makes the battles look a lot cooler, actually, in my opinion, is being able to like side strafe and utilizing that to the best of your ability, whether it be a follow-up combo.
Yeah, and there's also some level, since you can that like you obviously moving forward moves you towards your opponent, moving back moves you away. However, if a character sidesteps, you don't automatically turn to face your opponent. At least this is a thing in Tekken 8. The only one I've played. And when you if your opponent stays still and you sidestep, they'll stay facing in the same position. And obviously, this is the same for doing a move. If they do a move, if they're in the middle of doing a move, they won't turn to keep facing you. So what happens is this is most obvious with grabs, where in Tekken you actually have different grabs depending on which side you grab them from. So you'll have like a grab if you grab them from the front or the side or the back. So there's also a level of interaction based on the way your opponent is facing. I don't know how in depth it goes because I'm not a huge Tekken nerd. I don't know a huge amount of the ins and outs of it. And also, I don't learn a lot. I just mash buttons because every character has like a bajillion different moves that you can do. So,
I feel like this could also be applied to Dead or Alive.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Dead or Alive is another one of those games. It slipped my mind. I've never played a Dead or Alive game, but I have heard of it.
I played the demo because it was in my library forever, and then I started playing my more high-end games through cloud gaming, and I played the Dead or Alive 5 demo on through Steam, and for what it's worth, it's pretty fun, but you only have like 4 or 5 characters to pick from, and then when you purchase the full game, which is like $60 or something like that, then you have access to the fucking 20, 30 other characters that are on that list, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but whatever.
I think that's fair. Like it's a reasonable way to like get people into the game. I mean, like most fighting games don't have demos. So like it's a reasonable way to like get you introduced to the game, a bit of some of its mechanics, and
Well,
if you
yeah,
enjoy
but I mean,
if you enjoy the gameplay loop,
like,
then you can be like, okay, then I think this is worth buying.
this is, I mean, yeah, I agree, but like, come on, you couldn't give me more than like 4 characters to pick from, and
is it a locked set of 4 characters, or is it different? Like, does it like rotate?
What do you mean?
Like, when you're playing the demo, is it the same 4 characters every time, or like every few days it switches, or like every week or so it switches what?
No, you're locked to those characters. It is the same fucking 4 or 5 characters. And the dumb thing is, to me, is that the game allows for like customization, so you can change their outfits, you can change their hairstyle, and that's cool. But like, you only have like maybe two or 3 options per character in the demo, and it's and in the full game I would assume you have like 10 or 15, and I can only assume what you can do with modding, but like, why would you give me this customization if it hardly fucking matters? Like,
looking at the
like,
roster
cool.
for DOA 5, there are 36 characters in DOA 5.
36?
Yeah.
Good God.
So yeah, you got some options.
You
I
got
was asking
options, but in the demo,
there's
it's fucking dog shit.
Yeah. Because like I was asking about if there was a rotation, because I know that there's like I remember does Street Fighter 6 have a demo? I feel like I remember it having one, but I don't remember. Let me check the. Yes, it does have a demo. I actually don't know what characters are in the demo. I do remember during the beta test, which I did play briefly, of Street Fighter 6, it was literally just Ryu and Luke. That was the only 2 characters you could play. But that was fair because it was a beta. I don't know what is available in the demo, because I own the game. But I can, like, the one that I can think of, Versus Rising, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising does have a free version. Not like a demo. It's a free version. You can actually play online, like with other people and all that. You have like most compatibility. The only thing is that you are in the free version. There's only 4 characters you can play, but it rotates every week. So you'll get a different set of characters you can play every week. Which, for me personally, I think that's a fine way to do like a free version. Like, you get to try out characters, maybe not all at the same time, but you're able to have access to as many characters as you can. I actually don't know about training mode. I'll say that I don't know if training mode is also locked to those 4 characters. Also worth mentioning that the rotation is technically 3 characters because there's 1 character that's always available. But I think that's a decent way to do free version.
Is it Ryu?
Huh?
Is it Ryu?
Ah, yes, Ryu, famously known for appearing in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising.
No, I thought we were still on the topic of Street Fighter. I'm sorry.
No. This is about the character rotation of the free version of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising. I don't know. I don't know about Street Fighter 6's demo. What characters are available there? Or maybe it's like, who knows? Maybe it's like the full roster, but you only get training mode. I don't know. Probably.
Never.
You never?
Got to say how I thought about whatchamacallit.
About arena fighters?
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's why I think there's definitely I think they're different enough that they can be separated from 2D fighters and other 3D fighters. But I don't think they should be completely disqualified from being considered fighting games, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't think they I don't want to sound like I feel like there is a separation there, but I don't want to be like a purist and be like that's not a real fighting game, because it is a real fighting game. It's just a different type of fighting game, and that type is different enough to, be its own thing.
Yeah. I remember, because I remember I watched a video, it was a somewhat recently released video about just, like, the different types of fighting games that kind of went over that thing. It went over, like, 2D fighters, 3D fighters, arena fighters, platform fighters, all those kind of things, and it's just, like, kind of saying that, like, essentially the idea was, like, all these things are different ideas of the kind of fighting games, and they're all fighting games. They're just doing it in somewhat different ways.
Well, at the end of the day, you're beating somebody up.
Yeah, like
wow.
At the end of the day, you're punching somebody.
Sometimes, and especially because a lot of some different genres take things from, or different subgenres, I should say, take things from other subgenres. Like the video pointed out how certain mechanics from Smash Bros. Are pretty much taken from old King of Fighters games, which isn't surprising because Sakurai is a King of Fighters fan. Like the idea of while shielding, you could spot dodge is a thing that exists in King of Fighters, in old King of Fighters games and various things like that. But it kind of takes its own direction with the idea, and I think that's cool. And there's there is a platform fighters normally have percent instead of health, just to increasing knockback. Funnily enough, there is a platform fighter that has health. It's called Rushdown Revolt. That I have played. It's an interesting idea. I remember playing it with Adam, and he didn't like it. But
Is that a free one, or
Yeah, it's
do you have
it's
to pay
free.
for that one?
It's free. It's Rushdown Revolt. It's free to play, and it came from an old game, a game that was originally called Icon's Combat Arena, that was literally just like a clone of Melee, and by a clone of Melee, I mean like characters in the game did the exact same things that Melee characters did, but it was a different game. So enjoy.
You can't sue us, bitches.
Like and by the way, the trailer for that game got showed at like Evo Top 8.
That's very
Top
funny.
8?
Yeah, like Evo Top 8 they put out was when the trailer for
I
that
am
game got
amused.
released, and everyone was like, oh no, when they like seeing the trailer.
Oh no!
Like they literally made Melee 2, so that got abandoned and turned into Rushdown Revolt, which is far more unique of a game. And while there are characters,
Did it ever cleanse itself of its reputation of being Melee again?
yeah, there are characters that share aspects with Melee characters, but they aren't like basically carbon copies. Like in a kind of similar, it does a kind of similar thing to how like say Rivals of Aether Zetterburn has Fox Shine and Fox Fire, or Fox Fox Firefox is up special, but they're done in their own ways, and there's a unique spin on the character to kind of change some things and make it its own thing instead of just being a literal one-to-one of what Fox does. Like Rushdown Revolt kind of does that. Icon's Combat Arena did the thing where they just put Fox into the game.
You're
dusted their hands
breaking
off.
out,
What?
cutting out.
I'm
Yeah, you're
out.
cutting out a lot.
You are too.
Yeah, my ping is at 201.
What?
Well, for the recording, we're gonna be the ones lagging.
Oh yeah, well you're not lagging
Ah.
too much on my end. Yeah, that's the good part about being the one who's recording. Me having bad internet doesn't affect how I sound on the recording. So
Oh well, I'm glad it doesn't affect how you sound. God forbid.
to be fair, the rest of you weren't lagging too much when you were telling me how much I was lagging. So, but yeah, I can't fix that. Sorry.
Sorry, fans.
What I was saying was like, Icon's Combat Arena had characters that were literally just like they had a character that was Fox and nothing else. I don't think they even really changed how a lot of his moves worked. He had Shine, he had the up special, he had the up air, he had all the cool Fox things that make Fox cool, and then
Wow, I love the cool Fox things that make Fox cool.
yeah.
Very
Can
cool.
that be the title of this episode? The cool Fox things that makes Fox cool.
I think so.
Yeah, it was fun because
Listen, Amber, anything is possible when you are the one who owns the YouTube channel.
That's true. I get to do whatever I want.
I also do whatever I want, but I am not allowed to get away with it.
That's true. You're not.
And the cool thing, I just want to say real quickly, is if you
often do.
want to do if you want to do cool things that make you cool, you should like, comment, and subscribe.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
We're doing a giveaway. The giveaway gets nothing. Neither does the winner.
Wait, what? So you don't get any? Oh, wait, I don't.
Enter the giveaway. Enter the giveaway to win free air.
That actually was a plot point in a cartoon show I watched when I was a kid. Like some guy that was giving away a lifetime supply of air.
I honestly thought you were going to make a reference to the Lorax movie.
No.
The guy who sells air.
Yeah, that no. It was funnier and better than that.
Mr. O'Hare.
Yeah.
That was such a bizarre movie, I think.
That was a stupid movie.
I remember.
It was so
I remember
weird.
liking it.
I remember liking it as a kid, but then I look back on it and I'm like, eh.
You were a kid when the Lorax movie came out?
I don't believe that.
Yeah, me neither.
But I remember, it's funny because like the legacy of that movie is basically incest. Like it will never escape.
Yeah.
That it will.
You guys, I just want to say you guys are dicks. First of all.
What? I'm speaking from the heart.
Speaking from the heart. My ass.
No, I'm speaking from the heart.
Not the ass, the heart.
I'm gonna kill you both. I'm gonna kill you both. I'm gonna put D4s
That
on
is
your
illegal.
floors tonight. I'm gonna put D4 dice on your floors tonight, and I hope you step on all of them.
Oh, don't.
You're gonna put what on the floor?
I own the channel. You're not allowed.
What are you putting on the floor?
D4 dice. D4,
Why would that hurt?
Because they're
just,
triangular shaped.
I know what a D4 dice looks like. I could just kind of move them with my foot out of the way.
I'm gonna do it when you're sleeping.
They're not like.
Yeah, I know.
They're not
I had a
hard to
lock
see.
Do you think that we like are the kind of people that when we wake up we immediately roll out of bed and like still half asleep? I sit there for 3 more hours.
Yeah, me too. Plus, I have a loft bed, so I kind of have to look at the ground when I get up.
Unless I'm almost late for work by like, unless if getting up means I'm gonna be like, toe to toe with a singular minute before being late to work, I will lay in my bed for an hour watching YouTube shorts or Pokemon unboxing videos or I don't know.
Am I the only person that like they wake up and you immediately need to pee? Like, am I the only person?
That's me, but I don't immediately go. I just chill in bed for a bit because I'd rather do that. Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
Cool.
I'm not gonna give. Hey, you're the one that asked. But I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say, but it's my explanation.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is that it has become very what's the fucking word? Habitual. There you go. That's the word.
I don't think that's the right word, but congratulations anyways.
It is.
It's close enough.
I'm habitually loathing in bed and watching videos instead of performing bodily functions. Like eating.
And watching a SpongeBob rap.
Well,
I still don't understand the hype around.
I don't watch that at the. I don't watch that at the begin. I don't wake up. I don't wake up.
Like,
I don't wake up and go. That's a feat.
It's stupid.
Imagine you wake up and start listening to SpongeBob rap.
Fucking boom.
First thing in the morning, he wakes up. He's like,
boom, the boom.
Just not funny.
I'm gonna make SpongeBob rap, but like not AI, and it's gonna be better than all of Glorb and Blorg.
Okay,
You have
I
been
believe
warned.
you.
You have been formally warned.
What? I thought his name was
Thanks for the
Lord.
warning.
Glorb and Blorg. They're both the same guy. They're both Young Martyr. It's the same guy.
What? What are you talking about?
Young Martyr is the rapper, the artist, producer behind the Glorb and Blorg channels.
Okay.
People have figured it out. And he does rap pretty on key with what he writes, but a lot of what he raps is like UK drill and stuff because that's him. And his stuff that he does outside of that is more like in tone with contemporary rap, and he has even developed his own style.
Good for him.
Yeah. Also, I'm immediately gonna steal this moment to tell you guys to listen to Big Stepper by Louis Zong. It is the best EP in most recent memory by Louis Zong.
It is very good. I concur.
I listened to one song after you were talking about it the other day.
Stepper. It's so good.
Yes,
Did
I can
which
agree.
which song did you listen to, Jem? I need to know.
I didn't get far, but I listened to the first song in the playlist. And
Bro,
the video.
You gotta listen to the whole. Oh, bro! When you get the opportunity to listen to that whole EP, you got to do it. It is
Okay,
actually
yeah,
so
I will.
fire.
Listen,
I will.
listen. I'm with Soul on this one because we are both avid lovers of Louis Zong. You
I
should
also
go listen to both
agree.
his shit. Like, his stuff is really good.
Yes,
I mean, it's undoubtable that his stuff is
I'm
good.
here too.
Yeah, no, I like. Who
No,
doesn't
like I'm just
Louis
trying to
Zong?
express my support. Now he has the majority vote.
Yeah. Thank you. I thank you. I
I'm
bow.
a big
I bow.
fan of. I'm a big fan
Democracy?
of Hello
Me too.
World and no.
Oh, so you're not a fan
Hello
of democracy,
World and-
River?
Tricky Fia lying in
You, comma, you punctual.
Wait, why am I hurting people?
What? What? What?
Okay.
Because Jem called her Tricky Fia.
I will never get an explanation for this, and I just have to live my life and accept that fact.
Oh,
This sucks.
no,
Oh, no.
it's like a joke with the latest Delta chapters.
Oh no, I figured that. I just don't know why you are prescribing it to me.
Because you said you like capitalism.
No,
She said
Yeah, that's why.
Democracy.
Democracy.
Oh, democracy. Oh yeah, well yeah.
I don't like capitalism. That's like one of my whole gimmicks.
What the fuck is a kilometer? And then
Like,
the
I am
Eagles
known
sound.
for my hatred of
As I was
capitalism.
saying before I got rudely fucking interrupted, I'm partial to. I'm gonna fucking kill you in your sleep tonight. I hope you know that. Ghost Choir and. What the fuck was the other one? Oh, Hello World.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, oh my god, you got like some fucking ooh. I love sine waves. Hello world. It's
That was
so
one of the
good.
that was one of the songs you did for the karaoke episode.
I do know this.
did. Ooh, it's
Actually,
so
I'm
good.
curious. That reminds me. Since it's been a good few episodes since we did the karaoke episode. I'm curious what you thinking back. How well do you think you guys?
You immediately started dying when you started asking your question.
Oh, whatever. How
Amber
thinking
gets a
back
stroke and
on-
dies.
Yeah.
Please send us the
Thinking
money for the
back to-
funeral.
Thinking back
Go
to-
fund me, but Amber
Okay,
edition.
thinking back to the karaoke episode, how well do you think you did?
Bad. I hate it.
I love it. I did.
I would rather die than do
I-
that again.
I slayed Queen. I slayed.
You did not slay anything.
I'm
None of us
actually
did.
gonna die. I'm gonna Peter Griffin
You
myself.
guys, I
What does that
I
mean?
watched the episode and then the part. I think it was like 10 minutes in or something like that when you guys started singing.
I didn't sing because my sister was in the house. It was
Was
sucked.
it- Are you talking about when we when we all did together Lifelight?
Yes,
yeah, that was-
Lifelike.
Oh, yeah.
My God, that shit cracked me up because when you all started singing, everything was like so like horrendously out of key. You guys were in different like on different words. And then when you did finally get to like the one section where what are the fucking lyrics to it?
I have to. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I got so at that like when both of the ones where everybody sang together, I got so overwhelmed. Like I couldn't handle. I took off my headphones. I wasn't even listening to the song.
Fair
Were you
enough.
just
Like it was so loud that my brain just was like, no,
I was.
we're not doing this today.
I was jamming. I was having
not.
so much fun. It was probably.
It was
I was
it-
ridiculous
overstimulated.
is what it was.
I'm gonna say this. It was such a pain in the fucking ass to get to that episode. But
Yeah,
we
that
did
was
it,
fun.
and it was fun. It was a fun episode. But oh my god, getting up to it was so fucking painful. Oh, River, you
Yeah.
bitch! I'm kidding. I'm not gonna put this all on you, but you got it. You can't lie.
You should.
You can't
You
lie.
should.
You
You
can't
should.
put
You
this on
should.
me. You
You
can't
should.
lie.
You
You can't
should.
lie.
You should.
Most
You
of
should.
it was.
Listen, I will admit that I couldn't, like, at the time, I could not show up because
River's
of the
a
fact
great
that, like, I had
scapegoat.
so much.
You had responsibilities, and that's valid.
I had home responsibilities. You can't fault me for that. But I
I'm not
will
gonna
say,
fault
it is my fault. It is my fault for delaying it, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dispute you or anything on like you taking on like you having your responsibilities because I understand that through and through, but you can't lie. There's been times where you were like, "Oh, we had podcast today. I didn't know."
You usually are asleep.
Yeah, I'm usually asleep, but you can't fault me that for today, bitches, because I was here before all of y'all.
Yes,
all
you
y'all
are.
motherfuckers.
Actually, Amber was here, and then I called, and then Amber was here, and then you came
Oh,
third.
And you left.
So you
Yeah,
lied.
because I was
River,
getting into the
River,
house.
You lied. You're a liar. River is a liar. Confirmed. Live. Camera. Action.
Liver.
The point is, the point is, I showed up and I was on time. I was on time this
Liver.
week.
Yeah, you were.
Liver.
I'm not gonna lie, you were definitely on time. You were on some like gym
And-
demon time.
And I had to run down to the liquor store, and I had 2 minutes to spare by the time I got back.
Yeah,
Alright.
I was still taking a shower and getting my getting all the icky off of my body.
I like the.
I was watching somebody solve the murder of Aquafina.
She died.
Yeah,
The water bottle.
The
the
water bottle.
actress.
The
She
water
died. They killed her.
bottle. Never heard of her.
Okay.
But I like how River was like, I was so on time. I was able to do my drug run and make it back. in time.
No, it wasn't even a drug run. It just I went down to the store to get myself a C4. It was I'm
yourself
addicted to
explosives?
energy drinks.
You got yourself an
I
explosive.
no, it's an
Some
energy
kind
drink.
of drug run you were running.
No, it's not a drug. You stupid asshole. It's not a drug.
Caffeine is a drug.
It's not. Energy drinks are not drugs.
They basically are.
They're no, Fia.
Okay, I hate this, and you know what? I'm gonna make it a point. Coffee is an enabler for drugs because it has drugs
Coffee
in it.
is not in a nip. I will
It's
fight you
literally-
until the end of my days.
Caffeine is a drug. Are you stupid?
Caffeine is not a drug. Caffeine
Yes,
is a
it
substance,
is.
but it is not a drug.
It is a
Okay.
druggie. It is a drug.
Why did you say it like that? I didn't like it. Please
Sorry.
don't speak like that again.
I
Sorry.
would,
No,
It is
I'm
indeed-
for
it is
the record,
indeed.
that was a joke. I am
I would
joking.
like to-
Don't
I
worry.
would
It
like
is-
to point- I would like to point out, River, that Wikipedia classes it as a stimulant drug. So caffeine is a drug.
Did you know that
Wikipedia said it.
Caffeine doesn't affect me.
Oh, actually, I have a funny story with caffeine.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Oh. Should I be scared?
No, it wasn't that bad. I think a few days ago, I was having a terrible headache at like nearly 10 in the night, and my dad goes like, don't let it get worse. Like, drink pills right away. Like, I don't know why your mom and you do this, where you like take ages to drink pills if your head hurts. And I was like, fine, I'll drink. How many is it? Because I don't usually drink pills to deal with headache.
Yeah, I love drinking my pills in the morning.
and he goes like, oh, 2 should be fine. And I'm like, okay. Little did I know that I couldn't fall asleep because I mean, I knew that certain headache pills use like coffee, but these ones use so much. I was awake till like 4 in the morning, and I was like shaking the entire time.
Wow.
my hands were shaking. I was like, my whole body was shaky. I was like, why am I shaking so much? What's wrong with me? And I remembered, oh, right. You probably have coffee, right?
Holy shit.
You'll issue, but also I'm
Your
sorry,
dad
that
got
sounds like
you
it's not.
bugging.
Yeah, no, I
Did I
don't
tell
drink coffee
you-
at all.
Did I ever tell you guys that I almost died from caffeine like a couple weeks ago?
Why do you? It's like, oh, I almost
Oh
died
my
from
God.
caffeine. I love to drink an energy drink. But don't do that. It's bad for your heart.
I just find it funny how you were arguing so hard about it not being a drug while you, sometime after you almost died from it.
Listen, I didn't think of it at the
That's
time.
right.
It's
They make fun
listen,
of
okay. Here's let me explain. So that day I was going down to the same liquor store in question to get a Celsius. I
Oh my
was
god.
addicted to those for a short time.
Oh my god.
Props,
What's the
props to Rose
those?
for-
Oh no.
Yeah,
Those
the
are
European
terrible
one.
flavor.
So those, by the way, are 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Why?
That is a lot already.
Why do you do this
So-
to yourself? You're the type of person who would drink that damn Panera lemonade that killed somebody.
Hold on. Let me explain. I don't get that, but you can explain it to me afterwards.
Damn right.
And I get home and I crack it open and I drink it and I feel fine for a little while, but then I start like violently shaking. My arms, my
Oh my
hands
God.
are just fucking shaking, and I'm like,
Oh.
what is wrong with me?
Dumbass.
I get that I get that you can have like, I think it's the amount of caffeine that a person can consume in a day is, what is it, 400 or 500 milligrams? Like safely, the average adult human can consume in a day is like 400 to 500 milligrams of caffeine. So I was sitting there thinking to myself, there's no way in hell that I hit that cap already, because I just had the one drink. It's 200 milligrams. And then I was thinking, what else could I possibly have had throughout the day that got me this bad? And then I remembered that I had tea. A normal cup of tea would net you about 60 milligrams of caffeine, but I had a 30, mind you, this is for like a 6-ounce cup. I had a 32-ounce cup of tea prior, and that right there was already like I think it was, no, like 100 and, what was it, like 180 or something like that? I forget.
It'd be 120 if you were right about the 60 thing, and I was right about
120 milligrams right there. So I was like near the limit of what I could safely consume in a day. So when I had that Celsius, I almost killed myself.
Oh my god.
Fucking, oh my
Why?
God.
Why would you do that?
I didn't think anything of it at the time.
Anyways, so the Panera lemonade that killed somebody was a Panera lemonade that had so much caffeine in it that it killed somebody.
Wow.
What the fuck? What the fuck is
Like,
Panera doing?
From, like,
Making
a
lemonade,
heart
so much
attack?
caffeine killed someone. I don't know.
Like, I'm like, fucking. This is why I stopped drinking energy drinks. You know, I really did. I really did like my rock stars. I really did. But then the one day, it was like I want to say like a few weeks ago. Actually, it might have been a month ago. Actually, have I been sober for a month? That's crazy.
Good job. I'm proud of you. Or
Thank
something.
Thank you. So or something. But it was early in the morning. It was like an 8 a.m. shift. I get in, and I get in like a few, like a good like 10, 12 minutes earlier. So I'm like, okay, I'm tired as fuck, and I haven't had anything in the morning because I woke up at like 7. I'm just gonna chug a Rockstar, and we're gonna see how this goes. And usually when I do that, I'm fine. It tastes good. It's a little carbonated, so it's like my body's like fucking like, you know, it's full of hot air. But like I'll be fine. And plus, like my eyes will eventually stop being, like draggy and droopy, and like I'm about to fall asleep at the register as I'm fucking bagging. But this fucking time, I had it, and I was bagging for a bit, for like 15 minutes. And all of a sudden, I have this really sharp headache that's fucking me up. and it doesn't hit me like enough until I do like a little produce sweep where I go into like the section where we have all of our vegetables and fruits, and I sweep up the floor with a dusting pan to make sure none of like the little bits of vegetable or fruit are laying around where customers can slip on it. As I'm doing it, boom, right there, my fucking head immediately starts cracking open, like figuratively.
Ouch.
And I'm like,
Oh.
oh my
Ouch.
fucking god, this is gonna kill me. Oh my god. And it's like a sharp pain where it stabs you, but then like the wound like lingers in like this like this like a it's like a lingering potion of harming. That's what it felt like in my head. And and it, oh my god, and it hurts so bad. I was actually about to just walk to my manager and say, hey, my fucking head is killing me. Can I buy some, like, Advil or some shit?
I would steal it in this situation.
If anything, if it kept hurting anymore, I would have just grabbed an Advil bottle, paid for it at self-checkout, and then just take one. But it subsided like in a couple of minutes, and then and at that point I was like, I'm never gonna drink an energy drink ever again because it's going to hurt me like it did right there.
Brother got flashbanged and was like, "No, I'm not doing that again."
It was bad. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy my occasional coffee, but I don't get coffee every day. I get it maybe 2 times a week, sometimes 1. And it's the place that I go to. It's Dutch Bros Coffee. It's like, it's not.
I know that place.
I fucking love Dutch Bros.
They make really good goes
likes there a lot. But I've only been there one time.
My favorite coffee blend that they do is my favorite drink from there is the Golden Eagle. It's really good. Much better than a caramel fucking.
I love their fucking. I love their fucking
Starbucks.
underground menu stuffs because I love the Ninja Turtle.
Ooh, I have not seen the underground items. Are they like secret items?
Oh my god! Have you never seen? Okay, Dutch Bros. A couple of places. I don't know if Starbucks does it, but I know for a fact Dutch Bros does it. They have an underground menu where you can request certain drinks that aren't listed, like on their menus or whatever. So you can get so you can ask for something, and they know what to get you. And
where's
the Ninja
list?
Turtle. I'm sure there's you could find like a website or something and just search it up, like Dutch Bros like underground menu. They have like a list of drinks that you can pick from.
Okay.
But the Dutch Bros Ninja Turtle is like a mint drink, and it's really good.
No fucking way! I'm getting that. Oh no, you guys absolutely know my fucking love for mint. I don't know if I've ever raved about it or on the fucking podcast. I fucking love mint. I love mint chocolate, like Andes. Oh my god, Andes, they make me fucking.
Andes, oh my god, I love Andes.
Oh my god, Andes just
as in the frozen custard.
Good. As in like the little like chocolate. As in like the little rectangle chocolates with like a little bit of a.
I don't know what that is.
But dude, they're so good, and the mint is not strong, so it works. I love mint. I love mint in like Oreo cookie ice cream. It's so.
I love mint and chocolate. I am a bitch for mint and chocolate.
Mint and chocolate is so good, and to all of you, including somebody, it's a couple of people in here who think mint ice cream is just toothpaste ice cream.
Who?
Fuck you!
So?
Fuck you! I don't know.
Which one of these people in this voice chat thinks that?
I think it might have been Amber.
Amber?
I think you are. Yeah. Wait.
I'm sorry. When did you hear that? I love mint ice cream. What the fuck are you talking?
You
about?
do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What
Jem,
kind
was
of
it you?
misconception did you?
What?
Did you call mint ice cream fucking toothpaste ice cream or eating toothpaste? I'm trying to figure it out. Somebody said
listen,
it.
I don't think I've said it, but it sounds like something I would say.
I'm gonna go
28
off on a-
stab wounds.
I'm immediately dead.
Mhm. I know
Just
that
kidding.
reference.
But oh my god, to all the haters in the crowd.
I don't
Fuck
think
you.
there are
I'm
any
eating my
haters in the
tooth.
crowd. I think you just want to get
I'm
mad at
eating-
something you saw on
I'm
Twitter.
eating my toothpaste ice cream and I'm gonna love it, especially with the little chocolate bits or the Oreo cookie bits.
I love
in
the
there.
little chocolate bits.
It's so
They're
good.
the best. They taste very good.
Oh, they're so
Yum yum yum
good.
yum yum yum.
Yummy, yummy mint chocolate chip ice cream.
It makes
That's
me
what
Yummy,
I.
yummy
That's what it is.
candies,
Like,
chocolate.
yum, yum, yum.
sad. It makes me sad that places that have like
Mhm.
shakes don't like mint is like a seasonal thing.
Yeah, that
That's-
sucks.
And it's
They don't
bullshit.
get it. Who wants like
You know
mint in
what?
December?
You know what place
Like,
doesn't
mint
do?
is like-
You know what place doesn't do that? Culver's. So whenever I go to Culver's,
Where?
Culver's.
What is that? I have never heard of it.
Culver's.
It's a fast food place, like a chain restaurant.
Is it any
on.
good?
Yeah, it's good.
Culver's.
I've
Oh,
been there. I've been there
you.
a fair few times, and they have mint shakes
I have-
always. They don't.
No,
they
I've never
don't
had a
have,
mint shake. I don't
They
think.
don't have chocolate in them, but you know, if you want that, you could.
I know that the Newport Creamery.
They got
Yeah.
lemon ice. That's so cool.
Okay. So, Soul, pro tip: next time you go to Dutch Bros, ask them for a blended Ninja Turtle. That shit is the bomb.
What is it? What does it have in it?
It's a coffee drink with mint. It's really good. It's like
Coffee
it's
and
like
mint.
yeah, it's like
That's certainly
like
a combination.
I think it's oh, and you can
Alright.
also you
I
can
wrote
also
it
ask them
down.
to put.
put what?
It's so fucking good. They
Put what?
they can also put whipped cream on it. It's really good.
Whipped cream.
I like whipped cream. I like it a lot.
With the whipped
Yeah,
cream. There you go.
Can
My
I
personal-
Can,
Hmm?
can I be honest? Can I
Yeah.
say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't like whipped cream.
Mm.
I mean that's
All
fair.
right,
I'm not gonna
removing
lie.
Jim from this call.
No,
I'm
this
sorry.
is
I'm
no.
sorry. It gets on your nose. It gets on your nose, and it gets in your like. It gets on
What are
your
you
lip,
talking
and it's
about?
So annoying.
Wait, huh?
I mean,
Whipped cream.
I
whipped cream.
zoned out for
hate
2
it.
seconds and I missed what Jem says and now I don't know what everybody's
Jim
angry about.
doesn't like whipped cream.
I don't
Yeah.
like whipped cream.
Oh, okay.
It gets on
That's
your
fair enough.
nose, and it gets on
Yeah.
like, your face, and it's annoying.
Everybody's wrong about some things.
Okay.
No, but I get the whipped cream. I mean, I don't get the whipped cream hate about like the face thing because you can just eat it neatly. But I understand like as like a food, you shouldn't be eating whipped cream like by itself. People do it, I do it, but I don't feel good about it. It's a bunch of sugar, and I'm just like, oh, you know, it's
Good when
like
you're-
it's really sad.
It's good
But-
when you're miserable.
Yeah, but then, like, after a while, you're like, my mouth is coated with sugar. Bullshit, I'm sad. Like, it's
How
something
does your
that you
mouth
should
get
not.
coated in it? It's not like a sludge.
It's not a sludge, but, like, sugar coats the inside of your mouth, whether you like it or not. Like, drinks, not so much because, like, it's liquid, but if you have, like, a semi-solid or a solid form, you do get like a little bit of a lasting taste in your mouth of sugar. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's kind of how food works. It leaves like a taste, but with sugar, it's kind of like it kind of coats a little bit at the inside of your mouth. And if you have whipped cream, it does it but more, and so you just feel like the inside of your mouth is like glazed with like whipped cream, and it's like, and you taste it, and you're just like. Ugh.
That sounds
It's like eating
tasty,
a deal.
actually.
I mean, it sounds like it, but and it definitely tastes it, but it doesn't feel good. I can tell you that from first-hand experience. It doesn't feel good to have sugar coated.
That sounds like a you problem, honestly. I think I could handle it.
I mean, if you can, fair enough. You do you, bro.
But that doesn't sound like something I would do just for fun
I think
or whatever.
I don't think I've had whipped cream in like forever. I think I honestly can't remember the last time I've ever had whipped cream, not like on anything or anything like that.
My grandma makes incredible whipped cream. It's very good.
I think like, and honestly, there's not a lot that I really put whipped cream on anyway. Like I think, the most that I put whipped cream on is like pumpkin pie, because why would you not?
Yum.
But I don't have
Pumpkin pie. I like pie.
Yeah, I think honestly pumpkin pie is the only kind of pie that I've had that I like. Everything else
That's
is
weird.
all right. Well, to be fair, okay,
pumpkin pie. I honestly.
I should give the context. I should give the context of the only other pie kind of pie that I've had is fruit pie. Various fruit pies.
What pie?
Fruit pies.
So like, can you elaborate?
Pies.
There are many
Like
types
apple
of fruit.
pies,
Yeah.
boysenberry pies, orange pies,
Boysenberry?
lemon
No,
pies.
I think the only ones that I've had like blueberry, raspberry, and I think strawberry.
What's it?
Maybe.
Have you not eaten a key lime pie?
No, I've never really had the.
Have you ever
opportunity
eaten a
to.
lemon pie?
No. Honestly,
Or have you eaten like a
be-
pecan pie?
Okay, hang on. Before you keep asking me these questions, let me say. My mom is a
And, like-
baker. She makes a lot of things, but the one thing that she doesn't make a lot is pie. She's mostly like makes cakes or like brownies or stuff like that or cookies. There has been very, very few times where she's made pie, and I would like to say that baked goods, most of the time when I'm eating them, it's because my mom made them. We don't really buy baked goods very much. And also, I'm just not a very big eater in general, so, like, if I go somewhere that has, well, like, the only time I would have pie is if it's, like, a gathering and there's pie as an option, but I don't really have that, because, like, I just don't eat a lot at gatherings. I'll, like, grab a couple things and then eat that, and then, that's it. Like, usually I only get, like, a dessert if someone asks me, like, hey, do you want this? And I'm like, sure. I don't really get it of my own volition a lot of the time. So my experience with having pies is limited, we'll say.
My mom has a friend who does this thing called Pie Day, where on the, I believe it's March 14th, everybody brings a bunch of pie to her house. It's like a social thing. I go over there and
holiday.
I know, but like that's how she quote unquote celebrates it. Yet,
I think everybody should celebrate Pie Day.
Yeah, I agree. But anyways,
we should all celebrate Pie Day by
usually when I go over there, I end up. There are lots of a bunch of little kids that always come over, and usually I end up drawing things for them. It's very nice. There's one kid that really likes to info dump about his the stories that he makes with his Legos. It's funny. I like it. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah.
Especially because for some inexplicable. Also, there's a computer. She has this computer room, and there's a computer that has every Steam game on it. I think. That's how I played most of the games I've mentioned playing in passing, like Subnautica and shit.
Does it have Nubby's Number Factory on it?
Maybe. Look at this fucking bastard. This is my thing. I say this. Look at this. This bullshit. I'm the one who says that. I'm the one who knows everything. This orb. Or Blake Spheroid doesn't know shit.
Awesome.
I'm gonna kill him.
But you know everything.
Yeah, I know everything.
Yeah, no. Undoubtedly.
It's like
I am always right. No, I can't do everything. I can't. No. He does everything. I know everything. There's a difference to get it right.
Well, you cut me off. I was gonna say it's like Jevil, but you know everything
Oh.
instead of do everything.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I apologize.
No, it's not everything. He can do anything.
Anything, sorry.
Whatever.
I have those on my phone, I should know. I love
It's the
Luke's
same
Climb line
concept.
stickers. Hey guys, do you want to see something cool?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking
This is
at
gonna knock
like,
your socks off.
I'm looking at Dutch Bros secret
I'm not
menu things, and
wearing
I'm
socks.
astonished.
This is gonna knock your face off.
Oh, the fireball dub shot. Oh, that's gotta send you to the ER.
I remember having. Like,
Are your socks knocked? Are your faces knocked off?
Where's my face? Where's my face? I can't find my face.
Have you
Your
checked?
face
have,
melts.
you, have you checked in your pocket?
I just got a
I'm
ping.
reminded of,
Oh fuck! I don't got no pockets. I'm wearing boxers. No.
Rick, you're doing a podcast in your boxers.
Hey, I just got back from Pokemon.
You just
Go.
came?
Give me a break. No, what?
That's what you
That's
said.
River.
Ow! Hey, what was that
The
noise?
biggest.
I tasered River because
It's a.
bad. I didn't mean to tase you, all Sophia. I am sorry.
Don't worry, you didn't. I'm just saying things, and I also don't like noise.
Type shit.
Noise.
River.
Why would you
What?
do that?
No. That's bad. But, oh my god, just,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this fucking drink and the secret menu thing. It's called the 911. It's 6 shots of caffeine, Irish cream syrup, and Breve.
It's called 911 because it kills you.
Because other people have to call 911 when you order it.
I could
There's a-
probably handle
there's
it,
a
but I
bro-
don't think it would
there's a-
taste very good.
There's a barista on standby, I imagine. With the phone and everything, with 911 already dialed, just waiting to press that green little button. But I'm also seeing, like, Unicorn Blood Blended Rebel. It's strawberry and almond syrups with a white chocolate sauce and Rebel, which I imagine is a drink. You're still drinking a unicorn frappuccino from Starbucks? That's cute. Dutch Bros doesn't have time for that cutesy nonsense, so they sacrificed a bunch of unicorns and harvested their blood for this
It's
concoction.
mean.
That's delightfully colorful and impossibly refreshing, in spite of its macabre undertones. Or macabre undertones.
Macabre.
Undertones.
Macabre.
My
Sorry.
bad.
Sorry.
Macabre. Macabre
Sorry.
undertones.
Fia,
That's how you say it in Spanish, okay?
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Macabre.
That's fair then. I get it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Fia will find.
No,
it's
fine.
Fia will find so much humor in someone pronouncing a word the way it looks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I get it because it's pronounced that way in another language. Listen, English, I despise it. It's a stupid ass language, but I do find joy in knowing things that other people don't.
Yeah. Also, River, I want you to know I pocketed that picture and I put it in my personal
God.
server.
Good, you should. It's a good
Image.
list.
It's a good list, yeah.
It's a good list to have.
Fuck! Okay, hold on. Wait, no, I accidentally closed something. My liminal space music playlist that I don't have playing, but I'm going to later.
Okay.
There's one on this list called the Billie Jean, and I want to try it.
Yeah. Let me see. What is it? Fucking Shimona. All right, let's see. What does it look like?
Come on.
I can't engage
Billy-
with this conversation because I don't like the taste of coffee.
You don't.
Billie Jean,
I also.
what is that fucking? Is that say coconut?
I don't. Not only do I not like the taste of coffee, but also coffee puts me to sleep. So,
Isn't that like an ADHD?
I
Yes, it
think
is.
so.
It's some bodily fucking thing where it reverts the effects of caffeine.
For me, it's just that it doesn't do shit.
Hmm.
But so that's why I don't drink coffee. More of a habitual tea drinker. As we know, it's a very important part of my routine.
Mm-hmm.
I make my tea before I go to bed.
Honestly,
it is important.
I'm not a fan of the taste of tea either.
Fair enough.
I drink
I'm not-
uncaffeinated tea because it tastes good, and I don't really want caffeine in my tea because I drink it too much. The only caffeine I will ever accept is coffee or like coffee type candies and soda sometimes.
So
Because I know soda has caffeine in it too, and I drink a good bit of soda, not more than water, but it's up there.
there ain't nothing better like cracking a cold one.
Cracking a cold one with the boys, and I crack a Coca-Cola bottle and I chug it and I smash the can against my head and I cry.
Oh,
Ooh,
Honestly,
that shit gonna break.
I like. Part of me also is like I already don't like the taste of coffee and tea too much, but also like I just don't like. I'm just like kind of weary about like the idea of relying on some kind of consumable to like, unless it's like you know, like it's something that I like a doctor is like, oh, you should take this to, you know, like an actual prescribed drug. But like for me, it's like taking something of my own volition, any sort of consumable to regulate something or deal with something when it hasn't been something prescribed. I don't really like, honestly.
There's,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just want to jump in with.
wait, I'm
there's,
confused about what you mean.
Uh,
Like my brain just kind of like shorted out.
like I don't like for me, I don't like to do like say I'm like okay, imagine that I'm a person who didn't get like sleepy from coffee and instead, you know, got like energized, like it would wake me up kind of thing. I wouldn't want to take coffee to wake me up. I would prefer to kind of like I'm not the kind of person who wants to do that, to start like using it as a crutch to wake up better or something. I want to like work on that without having to rely on it, so it can be more natural and I'm not like building up some sort of reliance. I don't want to to lean on any sort of substance I'm intaking. I'd rather have it be something that I can just do.
Honestly,
want to
the more
have,
I
like, a
think
strong,
about it, the
independent body.
caffeine canceling it out might have something to do with my my meds.
Possibly.
I don't know.
I just really quickly want to say there's a drink on the Dutch Bros Underground menu called the Funky Monkey.
Funky
Brains
monkey.
podcast. This is actually a
Funky Monkey
collaboration.
podcast.
No,
Also promotable as the
Sponsored by
name.
Dutch Bros Coffee.
we're not
God,
actually
if
sponsored.
we could get a Dutch Bros sponsored, that would be fucking
Dear
great.
Dutch Bros,
honestly.
please sponsor our one.
You don't even have to give us money. We just want to say your
podcast.
name.
We just want to be able to say, go, like, listen to the Monkey Brains podcast, but also go buy yourself Dutch Bros, because, like,
Don't
they have
say that.
really good drinks.
They're not paying you. We don't do
No,
shit
I
for
know,
free.
they're not paying us. Hashtag not sponsored, but, like, God,
Don't go there.
please.
And don't go there until they pay us, okay? That's like the thing. Don't
Listen,
don't
This is
there.
the first,
go.
we're taking the first steps into making sure that we get the
We are not
partnership
taking
with Dutch Bros.
anything. We are not having any.
Yeah,
there
I
is
love
no
how-
partnership.
I love how
Monkey
you-
Brain Brew.
I love how you say that like there's like there is the possibility that someone from there is gonna see this and be like, we should do a sponsorship with this channel.
I have a friend who works at Dutch Bros. I can get them to promote the podcast, and in turn we can promote their drinks.
Wait,
Okay, hang on.
industry connection.
I'm sorry. You're going to ask a normal employee to promote our podcast, not as like that wouldn't be a sponsorship. That would just be them being like, "Hey, with your coffee, would you like to listen to this podcast?" Unprompted. Like no one's telling them to do.
No, it's like we'll do the shit that McDonald's does. We'll just like we'll advertise it like on the cups. No.
One free podcast with every order.
It'll be like a QR code that links to the channel. It'll just be like a promotional thing.
Oh, okay. And they're gonna listen. They're gonna do this because you have a friend that works there.
Use code Monkey Brains in the Dutch Bros Coffee app in order to get...
That would be fucking cool. If we could get our own Dutch Bros like coupon, that would be great. Fucking
listen,
like,
I don't even know if this corporation can be trusted.
Like DutchBros.com
/
Monkey Brains to get like a 25% off. That would be cool, man.
From what I've
if we ever got a
seen...
sponsorship, I would be very annoying about it. I would like in a theoretical alternate universe where we ever got fucking sponsored for this damn thing. I would, most of the people that normally get sponsored they suck, basically. Like most of the sponsorships, like mailbox sponsorships. Don't even get me started on like the child exploitation.
We're not bad people.
No, she's talking about the sponsor.
That sounds like something a bad person would say.
I'm sorry, I am a bad person.
We're not bad people. That's what they all say, especially Honey.
my bad. I'm Soul Bad Guy. I forgot.
You're the
He's Soul Good Guy. Goddamn.
Like Guilty Gear.
Yeah. My gear is
Soul
guilty.
Good Guy. Damn you.
My gear guilty till I tried it.
No, Soul is not the good guy. He is the Guilty Gear.
I am the Guilty Gear because
every day
I am
think
a bad
about.
guy.
Well, actually, not every day. Around like every few weeks, I think about how calling Soul the guilty, like Soul character, the Guilty Gear, was a localization choice. They just straight up never call him the Guilty Gear in like the original version. They added that in localization, and I think that's beautiful.
You know,
because he is. That's like his thing. He is the Guilty Gear. That's like why it's called that.
That's crazy.
Well, he's not guilty anymore.
What if I change my name so I could become guilty?
You're not guilty. Why would you be guilty?
I almost outed your real name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you wiener butt.
Hey guys,
Soul is the Guilty Gear because he helped create gears, guys. Keep up.
I also had a hand in the binding of Isaac.
That's
and do you feel guilty about this?
Don't ask what I did. I just did it.
He did music.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? What's the creator? Edmund.
I made a single note. I put a single note in one of the tracks. You'll know which one. Cross his arms with sunglasses.
Soul did that one dance that Isaac does on camera.
Yeah.
For real?
He does like the Fortnite dance. For real? Yeah,
it's so genuine. For real?
I'm a big industry player.
Okay. You don't have to make fun of me.
No, you're good. You're good.
Fucking for real?
This is why I coat every single statement I make in 12 billion layers of irony. Half the time.
Why not
Maybe a quarter.
Half the time.
I am never going to be genuine again. Fuck you.
Hey, this is Fia's villain arc.
No, trust me, this is not enough for me to listen. I don't know what would have to happen to me for me to go on a villain arc. I have enough things for like 12 villain arcs.
Maybe Splatoon.
Maybe more.
Like, for you to go on your villain arc, all I would have to say is Splatoon sucks.
No.
No, the people can
There are
have their
plenty of
opinions,
people in this world that think Splatoon sucks. Join the
and they're
club.
objectively wrong.
Well, you.
I
feel
think
They're just
you
wrong.
probably think
Why would I be
Well,
upset?
okay,
Why would
What's
why would I?
something that you enjoy so I could shit on it?
I like Guilty Gear.
Wow.
Alright, then I'm gonna shit on Guilty Gear.
River's
Okay,
shitting
go
on-
for
River's
it.
sh-
Go
River's
for it.
shitting on-
Do
River's-
it. Do it.
River's-
Do it.
If River's shitting on Guilty Gear is gonna be like, I got beaten up by Amber 50 million times in a row, so I don't like it.
You know what? You wanna know
It's
what,
not that I
River?
got
You-
beaten up by
River,
Amber 50 million
listen.
times in a row. It's that she fucking command grabbed me 50 times in a row.
Yeah, actually, Amber
You
told
were
me
the,
about
okay,
that.
okay, River. you're
Amber
the-
told me all
okay.
about that.
Yeah, River,
actually,
you're-
it was
River,
really
you're the-
funny.
River, you're the dumbass who kept letting me round start, run up, grabbing you, and never did anything to counter it. You never.
I was trying my best. I would fucking. It was hard to play in lag. It was hard to play in lag.
All you have to do to beat me round start running up grabbing you is mash an attack. Any attack. Literally any of them. You just mash it.
Yeah, you don't even have to
I
like try to
did.
clash.
Like, I just kept round start, run up, grab, and you kept getting hit by it. You just did nothing.
Hey, River,
You didn't
do you
even
want to play a
jump.
game of Guilty Gear against me after this?
No, because you kicked my ass.
Please? Hey, listen,
No,
Amber still kicks
that
my
is-
ass regularly. Like, every time we play.
No, that's. Do you understand? Do you like? That's me. That's like me asking you, "Hey, Fia, do you want to play me at Dragon Ball Fighters?" Because that's like the game
I
that
don't know,
I'm
I've never
best
played Dragon Ball Fighters before. You have played Guilty Gear before.
Exactly.
No, please,
I've only
River,
ever.
you're a coward.
You're a coward. Challenge me
Why?
in fighters, and then I'll play you in Guilty Gear. All right? Fucking.
Okay, fine, I don't own that
Okay,
game.
I think
But you can
I'll own
Steam
that
share it.
I think we should have an even ground and get you both to play a game you've never played. just.
Oh my god, it's gonna be the second
But I'm
fighting
going
game
to-
tournament.
Yeah, but it's just between Fia and River.
Yeah, River.
Pulling you both into a single room so you can play the ultimate death match of Arcana Heart 3 Love Max 6 Stars Extend.
I think that if we were doing a real fight, I would still win.
Like an
Yeah.
IRL like.
Yeah.
All right.
UFC. Do you guys want to sponsor this?
I have no UFC.
Oh wait, isn't it like the Minecraft game mode?
Yeah, it's like the micro game mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate custom night. Wait, no, that's UC. Fuck.
I think you meant UHC.
I still want to
Yeah,
play
you
against River and Guilty Gear. I promise I will go easy on you.
Like the fighting, like boxing.
Here,
If you want me
we'll
to.
do a-
Like, if
we'll
I
do
even
a-
need to. Honestly, you very well might be... you are definitely, like, overestimating my skill at that game.
Fia is as the person who's played against her. Fia is very much the still at the mashing buttons level of skill. So- I'm hurt.
I'm gonna kill you. That's so mean.
Remember.
Why would you say that? I am definitely not. Okay? Like, I am the first person to say that I am
Button
not
masher,
good at
button
fighting
masher.
games. But I would
Wow,
not
River.
mash buttons. I know when I decide to pick up a character,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
all of their commands.
Fia,
What do you want?
if you don't deny it, then River will think you're lower.
What?
If you don't deny the button mashing allegations, then River will be none the wiser.
Oh,
mashing
okay. But it's not true. I don't think it's fair to challenge her on false.
Pretenses?
Yes, that's the one.
I have to. You
I
know,
really hope that my.
I think we should have.
I'm gonna be honest. I really, really hope that my mom didn't almost hear me yell. I really, it's just
Hear you out yelling what?
Kill
Killing
yourself.
itself.
Oh.
There's
It's gonna
not
be like,
something I-
I think we should. I think we should. need to after this podcast episode ends, we need to have we need to have like a blood match between Fia and River and Guilty Gear, 1st to 10.
Yo.
Please, please, please,
First to 10.
please.
And me, Sol, and Jem are gonna place bets.
I'm gonna wager real money because I have a job. So does Jem.
Jam, you still owe me $10.
For what?
I forgot, but you do.
Okay. No.
I know you do.
I'm gonna let it.
For what? I don't know.
I'm gonna keep on letting it simmer until you completely forget I owe you.
No, literally your name in the group chat is Gem in parentheses owes me $10.
Okay, then I'll wait until you completely forget how much I owe you.
Did you hear what I just
What
said?
if she ups the price? That won't help.
No, it'll be like 10 years, and I'll just say, wait, how much did I owe you?
And I will look at your name and I will look at your name and I will see Gem in parentheses owes me $10.
Oh, she changed it. She changed
No,
it.
it's not. I never changed it. That's how it's been since last week.
Oh, Jem, you're cooked.
She's gonna change it, and a week from now, it's gonna say Gem in parentheses owes me $20.
No, I wouldn't do
It
that.
just starts ramping up in interest.
Listen, I actually wasn't. I should probably actually do that, but I'm not going to because that would be unfair.
Man, these
Wait,
interest
who is it
rates.
against? Wait, who is it against who?
Fia and
I'm going to
River
kill
in
River.
Guilty- Yeah, Fia versus
Okay.
River in a Guilty Gear 1st to 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that hold on? Is this serious, Fia? Is that something you want to do?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
sure. I'm in.
You know what? I'll
Well,
do
I'll
something.
put-
I'll do something.
Hmm?
I'll
Yeah.
do something.
You'll give me $10 that you owe me.
No, hold on. Whoever wins gets Deltarune.
I already own Deltarune.
Ooh.
You already own it? I thought you
No
didn't.
shit.
She owns it on
Oh,
Switch.
okay. Oh, okay. Because I saw it on Steam and you said that you
I
wanted it.
absolutely adore that game, and I know
Yeah, she played
I
it
was
on
I was part of the
Switch.
horrible brain rot. Like I know the horrible.
Never mind, I'm not doing it.
My mom knows. My mom knows
for
who
me.
Tony Fox is now.
Yeah, good for me.
It's honestly very depressing.
I see the Fia is now playing Guilty Gear. She's gonna practice
Yeah.
to win the match. Well, I'm excited to see that.
Wait, hold on. What game are we playing?
Guilty Gear
Guilty-
Strive. Did you not been
Oh,
listening to? Yeah.
Wait, Strive is what we're gonna be playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Hold on.
Did you think?
I don't
we
even
were
think.
pl-
Do you
What do you
Strive?
think?
If you don't,
what
we
do you
can
think
just
we were
like
gonna play? Exard?
No, I was
I-
the
suck
one.
ass and Exard.
fucking- The one with the ridiculous title that you mentioned.
Guilty Gear XX Accent Core.
Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R.
No, it didn't it have like love in the title or something?
Oh,
That
no,
isn't
that's
Guilty
that's
Gear,
not,
you
that's
dumbass.
not, that's not Guilty Gear. It's called Arcana Heart 3 Love Max 6 Stars Extend. It's part of the Arcana
That
Heart
one.
series.
We're not playing that one.
It's fairgrounds because neither of us are.
No, we're
like-
playing Guilty Gear.
If you
Ugh, fuck
like,
you.
the only okay,
I want
will
a
say-
challenge
I'll
in
say
Fighters
this.
later.
I will say this. So, we theoretically could do Arcana Heart 3, but the problem is Fia uses for games that she doesn't own, Fia uses the Steam Remote Play, whereas you use Parsec. And Arcana Heart 3 is a game that doesn't work over Steam Remote Play for some reason. So
Sad.
that's also a problem I had with Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Those two games
I know it.
on
Then
Steam
here's
only.
the deal, right?
We're going to play Guilty
Can
Gear
we-
Strive.
Can we do Strive and then also jump over to Dragon Ball Fighters? And then
I have time, sure.
because
if we have time after the Guilty Gear 1st to 10 Bloodbath.
Because, like, the thing is that we might not, because I have to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You get to sweat. It's fine.
What do you mean?
Like,
you get to be quiet, and
yeah, when
You
you're
know?
quiet, you get to sweat harder.
yeah.
I don't understand.
Sweat being
Sorry.
like the term of like a sweaty player being like someone who is a real
Yeah, like
tryhard
goes
kind of thing.
quiet, try hards.
Locks in.
Oh, okay.
So but yeah, you get to. I mean, you can also just do what Jem does when he can't talk sometimes, and just mute and type in chat.
Yep.
I'm only gonna type in chat when River is beating my ass in Dragon Ball game.
Well, you would be playing on your computer. You can just have it pulled up on your phone, and you're not texting during the match. You just text between matches.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a solution. But yeah, so I'll have to. I guess I gotta figure out how that works. Cause so for playing because River, you don't own Guilty Gear, so I guess you'll just have to play through mine. Fia does, so I guess it can just be a lobby between a lobby.
No, I don't actually own Guilty Gear. I've just been talking about it. I just think about it. I just think about playing it.
You just think about
that
it despite
reminds
the fact that we
me.
played together online.
That reminds me. Can you add me to the? Is there like a? I know they updated their fucking like the whatchamacallit. They updated like how you can share your library. Is it still possible
Yeah.
to do that?
I don't think.
So,
I mean,
so that was changed. It used to be a thing where if you had the login for an account, you could enable on that account to like share games. They changed that to a Steam family system where you can create a family and have up to 6 other people in the same family, and everyone in that family has access to each other's libraries. So I've heard that there is some level of like, not same household enforcement, but I have no idea how strong that is or how accurate it is or if it would even come up. But that's the new Steam system. I remember when it came out, because I think that system came out like February of this year or something. I remember making like saying like, what if we did like a Monkey Brains family, Steam family, but
we would be a whole family.
Not the nasally voice.
That was the dumbest joke.
Sorry, I saw an opportunity. I had to take it.
We'll be a little family. Shut the fuck.
Oh my god. Oh
god. But yeah, maybe we could do that at some point, but who knows. But yeah, so that's the new library sharing thing. But yeah, so I guess we'll just set it up to have River, you play through Parsec, I guess, because that's the best we're gonna get. And Fia will play on her own copy. But yeah, we can do. I mean, like, if you want to go for a game neither of you have played, I certainly have options. But for now, we'll just do Get.
I don't think that would be any sort of measure of anything, though.
I guess not, but it's...
Besides, who can button mash better?
Who can button mash better?
Yeah.
According to Amber, I should be great at that one.
Welcome to the tournament of button mashers.
Wasn't that just your FFV thing?
Huh?
What?
Okay. When you all played like random fighting game?
That wasn't an FFV thing. That was our own thing. Me and Adam set up our own tournament.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You promoted it there.
Well, yeah,
or something.
Maybe we did promote it there, and we kind of got a fair amount of our tournament like entrance from the FFV, but it wasn't an FFV event. It was our own thing that we set up.
My apologies for my.
Yeah, we wouldn't. When we're planning a second one, and I mean, we wouldn't. We obviously wouldn't. It wouldn't be an FFE event even if it was in the first place, because that place is dead.
Yeah.
Like
So-
dead, or like just like
dead.
there's only,
I mean,
like,
I
a
just got
few
a ping
people?
here of
In
somebody
the sense-
promoting their art.
Yeah, but like.
Oh, yeah, I thought they shut that shit down.
No,
No, it's
not
just
like
very,
not
like,
dead in the sense
dead.
that it's like shut down. It's just like nobody talks there ever. Like you'll see the occasional conversation or message every few days, but nothing really crazy. Like I think
Well,
there was
looks
a
like I
thing-
gotta come back again. I'm kidding.
Yeah, like there's just nothing going on. It's just not really. It's just a
Yeah, I
chill.
mean, people got their own lives and stuff like that, and I think like,
People
especially like with the summer, yeah, and like people, not just that, but also like, you know, the summer, like usually like the FFV is either like pretty up there in age or pretty like down there in age, and so it's like in the summer like there's a lot of things to do, because it's like a rest period, but it's like a transition period kind of, because you're kind of like upgrading.
Transition?
You're going, yeah, you're going up the system
On
of
the
life.
hedgehog, a rough transition from 2D to 3D.
That
that he,
No.
Also transgender.
I'll be that. But I don't know. But like FFV's been there like a long time, so I can understand if people are like moving on. I think like am I? Yeah, no, I can say like Aku. He had said before that like the FFV is kind of like a campfire, like with a bunch of like logs around where people can come and hang out and chill. But like if you gotta go, if you need to go and handle some stuff out in the forest and then and be gone, and then
I
He
think
said all
too.
that, but
I think.
I don't know. I don't remember what. I don't remember
I
exactly
think
what
if
he
we're
said.
sticking with the campfire analogy, I gotta say that campfire is like is just like the hot coals right now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
I thought that was where the analogy was going. I'm gonna be honest.
it's just a couple
No.
of embers at the bottom, and that's about it.
yeah.
A couple of what? But
Okay.
A couple
Amber.
of embers.
Yeah.
I was okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna write that one as a dud. I'm sorry.
What is anything?
So I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were making a joke about how Ember is a Pokemon move because you're so Pokemon brained.
No, I was saying a couple of what? Cause
Okay, Phil,
Amber.
Yeah, and
Like
here's my
me.
analogy.
like you.
is
Yeah.
my-
Amber, what are you
I know
doing
who
down
that
there?
is.
Get up off the fucking gash.
You know
Why are you
what it
on
should
fire?
be? You know what it
Huh.
should be?
Yo, I'm
The
just
FFB is
that
like
fire.
if the FFB is
What?
like a campfire where people can come and go, this place is a cage. You can't leave. We can't leave. Anyone.
Come
You guys are
on.
stuck there.
Man, you're here for forever. We're here forever.
I left before the
we're
lion
not.
ate the cage keys. I'm kidding. That's not how I would describe it. The other video was pretty cool.
I left
Was.
before Aku could swallow the key.
But I don't know how it is right now. So, I'm not. Other than it was a pretty cool place, and campfire analogy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love you. You love me. Let's go together.
What the fuck? Who let you on my show?
Who let you on my show?
I found a really funny combo I can do with my character where I just press slash like 5 times in a row.
Slash.
That's awesome. I remember when
Like, I can just-
What does Soul Bad Guy do? What does Soul Bad Guy do when he jumps in a pool? Splash!
Flash. I do. Actually, I cannonball. Thank you very much. Make a big boom.
Top 100 memes.
I love the idea of like finding things that rhyme with slash. Just fucking.
That was a good one, Joe.
Me when
Huh?
me
What-
when
what's
I
that?
me when I
Finish.
me when I
He
used
said
to-
top 100.
I
me
know,
when
I didn't even say that. No.
Yeah,
I
you
was gonna
did.
say- no, I was gonna say top 100 memes to make you the funnest Guilty Gear player in the group chat. That's what I was gonna say.
No,
Well, you stopped right at memes, and I thought that was funny.
Man.
wow. I'm glad that you didn't think that for long. That was mean. I'm sorry. You are very funny. I think. Humor is subjective, though.
We think
The-
you're
What
funny,
is
but we-
Soul bad guy behind a counter? He's helping somebody check out.
He would
Are
not
you
do
paying
that.
with card or cash?
Will that be with cash or card?
when
Card
I-
or
me when I-
cash?
Me when I have to roll the windows up, it's crash.
I
do not get it.
I get it. I'm on
It's
Twitter. I
oh.
understand. I understand.
For context, Via, there's a skit that someone made of like it's four guys dressed up as Mario, Luigi, I think Master Chief.
Oh, I think I know like what the format you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I've
and
never
it's like-
actually seen the
And
original.
it's like they're like talking about something, and then they're in like a car, and they're like, oh, roll the windows up, roll the windows up. Why? It's Crash. He's gonna ask for like money or something, like, and like kind of shitting on Crash, like Crash Bandicoot, the game series.
Bandicoot.
Yeah. And people were posting that a lot. A few weeks
Oh,
ago on
okay, so
Twitter.
that's what that's referencing.
Yeah. But I was just reminded of that. Also, we are at we've hit 2 hours, so
Oh,
I think we should wrap this up so we can see the results of the blood match.
Toodaloo.
blood match.
Okay,
Oh,
my
yeah.
idea is that since I remembered I have to wake up pretty early tomorrow, is that can we play Guilty Gear today and then Dragon Ball tomorrow?
Sure.
Sure.
Does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't, I
Uh,
don't think it matters.
But yeah. Well, what I'll do is we'll do the match, and then I'll put for all you eager viewers who are interested in the results, I'll update it in the description before the video comes out.
Yes.
You could just record it.
Record the blood match.
Do we
I
have
could-
Put it
Blood
on,
match.
put it on your channel.
Hey, do we have a
Put it on
community page
the
already?
Dead Let's Play channel.
What, a community page? Yeah,
Play channel.
we can...
Yeah, you should just put in the community page.
Make it
I
not the
can,
only thing on the Let's Play channel, please. I think that would be really fucking funny.
That would be really.
I'll even
funny.
turn on. Hey, if we do that, I'll even turn on my good microphone.
Oh shit!
There, I can record the blood match.
Fia's about to get serious. Jim, I mean not Jim. Fucking River, you're about to get your ass whooped.
I was about
I'm
to say,
not.
what am I gonna do?
Don't say things like that. That'll
my
make it
bad.
embarrassing if I
My bad,
lose.
Jim. I immediately thought about how you owed Fia $10, but then
No.
I was like, oh wait, wrong Appa, brat.
Forget about that.
Well,
No.
hey,
No, I won't.
You'll get to...
No, I'm selling Soul.
My bad, wrong op. My bad.
Well,
Okay, I'm kidding.
Thanks
Got my
for-
friends.
thanks
Pull up.
Thanks for watching the episode, and if you're interested in our blood sport,
I
that
love
will
blood
be-
sport, but not when it's animals.
that will be
That's me.
posted probably, and for those who don't feel like watching, I'll put in the winner in the description of this video. So enjoy, have fun. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
Add money to the betting pool.
Yeah, subscribe and donate to add money to our betting pool. And say bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I hate you.
Bye.